What is up, faithful? It is your boy, Niner Beto, aka Niner Sickness, with the Niner Sickness podcast. Everyone, welcome. Welcome to the stream on this wonderful Wednesday. Happy hump day. I hope everyone is having a blessed day. We're going to do a little bit of highlights of 3 players that we drafted. I'm going to show some highlights of our number 61 overall pick, Drake Jackson, and we're going to talk about him. Then we're going to show highlights of T.Y. Davis Price, our running back from LSU that we took with our 93rd overall pick. And then we're going to finish the show showing highlights of Danny Gray, who we took last in the 3rd round with the 105th overall pick selection that we got from McDaniel trade or hire in Miami. So before I go any further, let me say hello to the faithful. Robert Hastings, how you doing, sir? Welcome to the stream. We got Tony in the house. How you doing, Tony? We got Facebook user, unless you show your name and you allow eCam to identify who you are, it won't show me your name. So if you can put your name at the end of your comment so that I can address you appropriately, that would be appreciated. We got Kitty in the house. How you doing, Kitty? Welcome. Who does your intro? That's dope. I do it myself. Everything you see, I create myself. My own intro, my own overlays, everything. My lower thirds, by the blessing of God, I'm able to do it myself. Larry Mathis, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We got 49er Faithful in the house. Welcome to the stream. We got Yvonne Sanchez, which is Kathy. You changed your name on me, Kathy. How you doing? Welcome. Larry is back. Let's see here, guys. Real quick, before I go any further, please wipe your feet before entering and smash that like button for your boy, Niner Sickness. And if you're not following me on Twitter, do me a favor. Go and subscribe to me on Twitter at Niner Sickness 49. Show me some love on Twitter. I post a lot of things, updates, and things that are going on with the podcast. You can also follow me on IG. I post a lot of videos and pictures on IG, and you can follow me at Niner Sickness and stay tuned with me. And also remember to comment and subscribe to the channel. How's everybody doing today? I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. It says, I like the corner we got from UCLA. The undrafted corner, K1's replacement. And we'll talk, but we're going to hey, Roberto, how you doing? We're going to specifically talk about three players, and we're going to show the highlights of those 3 players. So our first 3 picks are 2nd round pick and our 2 third-round picks, which are Drake Jackson, Tyron Davis Price, running back, and Danny Gray from MSU receiver. We're going to show highlights. We're going to talk about them on this podcast today. Welcome, Big Stinker. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Just about to buy my first motorcycle. Wow, right on. You know, I have my license. I still have my motorcycle license. I just haven't driven a motorcycle since my accident. Man, I definitely miss riding motorcycles. So right on, brother. Enjoy the ride for me as well. Frank, how you doing, Frank? Welcome to the stream, brother. Good to see you. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Welcome to the show. That background is fire. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, Niner Faithful. Appreciate it. All right. So are you guys ready to talk a little bit about our draft picks? So we're going to start with our first draft pick, which is Drake Jackson. And let's go ahead and see the highlights. Now, there's going to be no volume because of all the, YouTube laws and so forth, but we're going to go ahead and watch the video. So this is Eric Armstead introducing the draft pick selection of Drake Jackson. That was pretty cool that the Niners did that. There he is, number 99 from USC. Imagine what this kid's going to do next to Bosa. Imagine what he's going to do next to Bosa. The kid is on fire. I cannot wait to see what this kid is going to do next to Bosa. We're going to have Bosa. We're going to have Javon Kinlaw. We're going to have Eric Armstead. And now Drake Jackson. We're going to put opposing offense on notice. We're going to put opposing offenses on notice. Drake is going to be great. Yeah, man. He's only 21 years old. He's only 21 years old. This kid has a lot to learn, but why not learn under Coach Kasarik, right? Coach Kasarik makes everyone look good. So he's going to be mentored by Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead. So he's, people said he had a couple of character concerns. I don't think they were character concerns. I think personally, he's just 21 years old. How many mistakes did we made since we were 21? How many mistakes did we do at 21? Let's keep it real, right? Let's keep it 100. We had made some crazy stuff at 21. So I expect him to be great for us. Only time will tell. But if he plans out to be a good pass rusher, my goodness, opposing offenses is going to be in trouble. So he's going to be awesome number one defense. Go Niners. Yeah. With Fred Warner back there in the middle. And then our secondary got better with the addition of, All right. So that was Drake Jackson. I like Drake. I think Drake is going to be amazing for us. I cannot wait. He's going to eat. Yeah, if he plans out to be the type of defensive end that we need him to be, it's going to be fun to watch. What's up, David McNew? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for wiping your feet. We got we got Corey Davis in the house. Yeah, we're going to be in Mexico. We're going to play the Arizona Cardinals in Mexico. All right, so let's go ahead and look at our second prospect. Give me 1 second before let me set it up. Let me set it up real quick. Let me set it up so I can get this going. All right. So I hope we get more production from the new draft guys on the field, more than Javon Kinlaw has given us. Now, real quick, I'm going to defend Javon Kinlaw like I have been all this time. We got to wait and see what Javon Kinlaw is going to provide for us. He was dealing with a nagging injury. Anybody ever play football? If you have an injury that is bothering you, you try to work through it. You try to fight through it. The reality is it gets to you mentally. You feel the discomfort of it. It does interrupt your production. No matter who you are, what position you play, if you have a lingering issue, it does interrupt your production. Now, he had surgery. He had it removed. He said himself that he feels like a new man. No more nagging feeling. No more pain. So truly, this season, we're going to see what Javon Kinlaw is all about. I really believe Javon Kinlaw is going to surprise a lot of us. He's going to make believers, a lot of us. I am a big believer in Javon Kinlaw. What would be our home game or Arizona? We don't know yet. We'll find out May 12th, Corey. We just know that we're playing Arizona in Mexico, but we don't know if it's a home game or an away game. I hope it's Arizona's home game. Welcome, Sergio Avalos. Welcome, brother. Good to see you. All right, so let's go ahead and do our second of this is Davis Price. Let's go ahead and show the video of David Price. Here we go. So this is the running back that we took. Look at him go. Boom. Look at him. Look at that burst. Bam. I love it. Now, I was surprised that we did take him. Oh, shoot. Wrong one. Hold on, guys. I was surprised that that we took him with the 93rd overall pick. But we needed safety. We needed corners. But this kid looks to be a beast. This guy's a 1-2 punch. I mean, this guy sees the hole and he goes right into the hole. He sees the hole and he goes right for it, man. I like this. Look at him. Boom. He doesn't hesitate. He reminds me of a bigger version of Elijah Mitchell. Look at him. Look at that. My goodness. Imagine what Kyle Shanahan is going to do with this kid. Imagine what Kyle Shanahan. Look at that burst. Look at that run. He's good. He's definitely going to be fun to watch, man. He's definitely going to be fun to watch. Look at that run. What's up, Josh? Welcome to the show, Josh. How you doing? How's your baby doing? How's your wife doing? I hope you guys are doing great. Blessings to you and your family. Welcome to the show. So this kid, man, I'm fired up. I'm excited. Look at the burst. Look at him go. Look at him go. Look at that pound. Look at that. Bounces right off of defenders. He's not afraid to hit defenders, man. Drake Jackson reminds me a little bit of Aldon Smith. Hey, that's a yeah, it could be. If he can just turn out to be as good as Aldon Smith was, that'll be nice. So, look at him. Boom, right through. What Kyle Shanahan is going to be able to do with this kid and Elijah Mitchell, Jeff Wilson Jr., hopefully Trey Sermon is a big part of this running game. You can never have enough runners in a season. We have seen the reason why Deebo Samuel took the vote of running games is because Raheem Mostert got hurt. And since Raheem Mostert got hurt, we had to use Deebo as a runner. So you can never have enough runners. And this guy is a powerhouse. This guy is a beast. I expect him to just do great. Doing good, just got off of work. Thank you. They're doing good. Baby is growing fast, almost 2 months, and she's over 10 pounds. Wow, 10 pounds, and she's 2 months old. How beautiful is, how exciting. How exciting, Josh. I love it, man. I truly happy for your family, brother. David says, uh, all right, that was a great that running back is gonna be good for us. We haven't had a running back like Davis Price yet. 6'1", 232-pound linebacker. I hear you, man. I hear you. Let me get situated with the Danny. Give me a second. Let me get the Danny Gray footage in here. So far we've seen our defensive end. We've seen our running back. Now we're going to take a look at our receiver. The Niners, I love what the Niners did in this year's draft. Of course, I'm a little biased. I love what they do every draft, but I really think that this draft could be a draft that years later we can look back and say, wow, the Niners truly took some great prospects. Not only in the draft, but the undrafted free agents that the Niners took are also great. You're welcome, Josh. You know that I show you and your family a lot of love, brother. Two big patient burst guys and a very speedy and quick Elijah Mitchell catching passes out of the backfield and running outside like Mostert takes the load off of him. Listen, adding Davis, adding Danny Gray, who we're about to see right now, you got to support and surround your young quarterback with pieces. Trey Lance is going to have Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Danny Gray, Jawan Jennings, George Kittle at his disposal. He's going to have Trey Sermon, Elijah Mitchell, now Price back there with Wilson. The Niners are surrounding Trey Lance with pieces that could help him succeed. And for that, I am excited to see what the Niners are doing. I really am. I'm truly excited to see what the Niners are doing. My goodness, it's going to be fun to watch this football team in 22. Let's see here. I can't wait to see Davis Price run through those lambs. I love that pick of Davis Price. I think we drafted Davis to be Raheem Mostert's replacement. He's that shifty. Absolutely. Canisius Raza, welcome. Dope graphics, Beto. Saludos. Thank you. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you. I create all my graphics. I create everything, all my intro myself. So truly appreciate the love you're showing. All right, let's show our next. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, let's go ahead and show our next. Danny Gray. All right, there. This is Danny Gray out of SMU. Look at that. I think this kid's going to be special for the 49ers. I cannot wait to see what this kid can do in Kyle Shanahan's offense. Look at him go. Look at that speed. This kid has speed. This boy can burst. But not only does he have speed, he's a great route runner. He runs right through defenders. He's not afraid of contact. He gets yards after the catch. And this is the type of players that Kyle Shanahan looks for. I'm telling you that Niners are surrounding Trey Lance with great players for him to be successful. Next Level. What's up, Next Level? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Just keep Eric Armstead inside and we're good. You know what? Next level, truthfully, with the addition of Drake Jackson, that to me confirms that Eric Armstead will play the 3 technique. He will stay in the 3 technique inside. They're not going to move him outside no more. What he did inside at that Chicago Bears game and going on forward, the Niners were convinced Eric Armstead's best production is in the inside. So I agree with you, brother. They're going to keep him in the inside for sure. Sorry to step out for a few. Don't worry, Frank. You're always welcome in and out, brother. I appreciate you stopping by on my podcast, man. Danny Gray just can't catch. Well, that's something they're going to work on. Listen, the Niners can teach that. I like what he's done. I like him in college. I like this kid. I don't think his catching is too much of an issue myself, but everybody's entitled to their opinion. I'm not saying he has the perfect hands, but that's something he can learn in the pros. I'm trying to remember our receivers coach. I know we lost our other coach. He went to Miami. If anybody can remind me, who is now our receiving coach? Who is our receiving coach? I can't remember, but for what I see in this, I know these are just highlights. You got to look at the all 22 film to get a better idea of what these players provide individually. But for the sake of this podcast, I just wanted to show you some highlights. Maybe I will do a podcast and I will do a breakdown of these players, and I'll show you guys an all 22 film so that we can talk about it. All right. So that was Danny Gray. That was Danny Gray. I'm excited to see what he offers to this Niners offense. Great yak guy. Hopefully Juwan still gets his touches. He's going to get bumped to the third to a fourth receiver. But one thing about Juwan Jennings that he's really good at is converting third downs. When you're a 3rd and 3, a 3rd and 4, you can depend on Juwan Jennings on being that guy that converts your third downs into a first down. And I think he'll be utilized in that way. We also have Ray McCloud. Now, I know Ray was brought in primarily for special teams, punt returns, but I think Ray could truly give this offense a little bit of a boost. And I think he will be displayed in this offense. He'll be sprinkled in certain packages depending on the defense that we're playing. But I'm excited to see. I'm really excited about our special teams, right? One of the things that we lacked in was our special teams. My goodness. We were 30th last year. Do you guys know that our special teams cost us about 3 games last year? If we didn't have to have great special teams. If we would have just had decent special teams, we would have won 3 more games. And possibly we could have went and been the first seed. And everything would have went through Levi's. The Niners seen that. They realized, you know what? Special teams is an area that we need to really enhance. And they went out and brought in players to help our special teams. I'm a firm believer that everything is field position. Where do you start? Because if you watch a lot of games last year, the Niners seemed like they were always starting at their 10-yard line, their own 15-yard line. And man, that's terrible. And then the opposing teams, even though we kicked the ball long, they were always averaging at least 25 to 30 yard for each catch. So they were starting in their 30, their 40, and we were starting in our own 10. With the addition of this special teams players that we brought in, now we can finally, hopefully, start within our own 30, 40 yard line and give Trey Lance an opportunity to move the ball. And then maybe we can pin the opposing offense to their own 10-yard line and let them try to move the ball against our defense. Field position is going to change tremendously this season. And then we're adding pieces to the offense, to Trey Lance. I love a lot of these offensive linemen that we picked up, these guards. They play tackle, but we're going to use them as guards. I love the free agents that we picked up. West, I can't believe West was still there, that he did not get drafted. It wasn't that he didn't get drafted because he's not a good center. Centers was not a really big commodity in this year's draft, so a lot of players didn't go drafted. But the fact that he decided to sign with the 49ers was awesome. A lot of these young kids, they want to play for the San Francisco 49ers. They want to play under Kyle Shanahan. In training camp, he will learn how to catch. Danny Gray will catch the balls. Absolutely. Gray will help stretch the field and open up Debo, Ayuk, and Kittle. Listen, with Jimmy G, okay? Jimmy G doesn't throw long. Everything's intermediate. Right? He doesn't. Jimmy G is known for his checkdowns, right? Always throws to his checkdowns. Defense, they know this. So they always stack 8 in the box. They're not worried about the deep ball. So they stack 8 in the box. And with 8 in the box, the Niners are still able to run the ball. Imagine this, ladies and gentlemen. With Trey Lance at quarterback, with that arm, with Danny Gray, they're going to keep defenses honest. They're going to be able to blow the top off a defense. If you stack 8 in the box this season, Trey Lance and Danny Gray are going to make you pay for it. Imagine once they start respecting our deep ball. Once defense respect the Niners' deep ball with Trey Lance, and they don't stack 8 in the box, imagine how our running game is going to be that much more powerful. I'm telling you, this offense is going to be great. Now, Aaron Banks needs to work. He needs to be good at left guard. If that happens, we're going to be good. Mike McClinchy's coming back from injury. If he's able to take back and start where he left off, we're going to be good at right tackle. The question is, what are we doing at right guard? And is Alex Mack going to come back? Or is he going to retire? That is the $1 million question. Dina Harvey, welcome to the stream. Welcome. How you doing? Welcome. Is he going to retire? Because if Alex Mack does not retire, that'll be a great opportunity for West to develop and learn under arguably one of the best centers in the NFL. So fingers crossed that Alex Mack decides to play and we can develop this young man, West, underneath him. But I like what the Niners did. I truly like what the Niners did this draft. I love the undrafted free agents. We got a couple more offensive linemen. We got a couple of safety. That safety from O'Neal. Now, I'm not saying he's going to take Hufanga's spot. I'm not saying that we're not going to bring back Tart. But this kid O'Neal, safety, has a lot of heart. How well he's going to do on this team, if he even makes the team, we're going to have to wait and see. Because there's no guarantee that none of these undrafted free agents make the team other than West. I think West will make it. But if this kid O'Neal can show some promise, if he can make the Niners coaches believers, we might have just gotten a gem as an undrafted free agent. Now, I don't know if we're going to bring back Tart or not. I think we are. I know we brought back, oh my goodness, I can't think of his name, number 2. He got hurt last year and he didn't play. Please remind me of his name. I cannot think of his name. Excuse this old man. Short-term memory. Oh my God, I can't think of his name. He's just the corner. Please let me know in the comments that I don't go crazy. The corner that we signed to a 1-year deal, he was hurt. He's always hurt, but in 2020 when he had a good year, he was definitely a good corner to have. Christian says, when are the Niners going to get rid of Ford? He's washed up. I think they're going to get rid of him by June. I hate the word rid of him. They're going to go ahead and sign. They're going to go ahead and release him. Yes, Jason Verrett. Thank you, Riggett. Thank you. Jason Verrett. I thought that was an exceptional signing. Our corners, we got depth within our corners, and that's a good thing. I think the Niners now, if Jason Verrett can stay healthy, starting outside corners is going to be Charisse Ward. Charisse. Oh my goodness, see? This is one of those days when you do a live and you mess up. It's all good though. Shamoris. Oh, you know what? I'm not even going to try his first name right now. Ward, for the love of God. And then you're going to have Verrett on the other side. And now you can move Mosley as a slot corner. I like that. So Christian says, when are we going to get rid of Ford? I think Ford will be released by June 1st. By June 1st, he will be released and he'll no longer be on this team. Jason Moreno's in the house. How you doing, Jason Moreno? Welcome to the stream, brother. Welcome to the stream. What's up, brother and faithful? How you doing, sir? Welcome to the stream. Cost you zero salary cap. Absolutely. Yep. That is so true. And he's a great addition. Now, see, in 2020 and in 2021, we depended on Jason Verrett to be a corner number 1, right? We needed him to be that top corner. Now, with the addition of Ward, we don't need Verrett to be that top corner. We can bring him in certain packages. And we have depth at corner. So I like what the 49ers are doing. We kept our linebacking core, at least for this year. Now we got to figure out what we're going to do with our safety spot. We have a bunch of good players in the front line with the addition of Drake Jackson. This defense will be a top 5 defense. You heard it. Book it right here. We will be a top 5 defense. And our offense is going to be explosive. But you know what? I'm more excited. I don't know about you guys. What I'm more excited over our defense and our offense, our special teams. Our special teams finally is going to be a top 10. I really expect our special teams to be at least a top 10, if not a top 5 special teams. If Trey Lance can be the quarterback that we expect him to be, this team can go a long way this year. Absolutely. We have the roster to make it to the Super Bowl. And this is not me being a homer. I'm being honest. If Trey Lance can take over the reins, he's going to have his mistakes. He's going to have his learning steps here and there. But if Trey Lance can be better in December than he is in September, we have a great shot of going far into the playoffs. Lewis says, no turf games for Verrett, but I don't think he starts over Mosley. Well, no, this is the thing. If I picture this correctly, it'll be Ward, Verrett, and then it'll be Mosley in the slot. Remember, Emmanuel Mosley plays great in the slot. So you'll have Verrett and you'll have Ward on the outside and you'll have Mosley in the slot. So it's not that Verrett will start over Mosley. It's most likely they will move Mosley into the slot until they continue to develop Lenore and this other corners that like Fields that we just drafted. So we're going to have to wait and see the development of these corners that we picked up. But I like that package to start off. Ward, Verrett, and Mosley are 3 corners. Now if we get Tart back and we get that, imagine getting Tart back. Tart and Jimmy Ward, they work great together. And then we have Hufanga, second year in that defense. This Niners defense is going to be great. It's going to be great. I cannot wait to see what this team has to offer. But I'm excited about Drake Jackson. I'm definitely excited. Now, I know a lot of us were not too key on drafting a running back at 93, especially when we had needs at safety. But the Niners realized we are a running offense. We run the ball down your throat. And our running backs do get hurt. So you can never have enough running backs to do what Kyle Shanahan wants to do. So when you add a kid like Price, who it reminds me a lot of Elijah Mitchell, but just bigger, that is exciting. That's exciting. And then you add a speedster like Danny Gray. And then the most important thing is that we did not trade Deebo Samuel. That within itself, I love. We did not trade Deebo Samuel. How important is Deebo Samuel going to be for the development of Trey Lance? Trey Lance needs a Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel is going to make Trey Lance's life way easier. The fact that we did not trade Deebo Samuel is the best thing that could have happened to Trey Lance. And then Brandon Ayuk is getting better and better. I expect Brandon Ayuk to have a breakout year, especially under Trey Lance. You're going to see how much more the Niners are going to utilize Ayuk under Trey Lance than they ever did under Jimmy G. You're going to see the packages for Deebo, the packages for Brandon Ayuk, the packages for Kittle, the packages for Gray. Going to be completely different than what we saw with Jimmy G under center. The things that Trey Lance is going to be able to do, Jimmy G could never do. And I just want to remind everybody that Jimmy G will be traded, even if it's for future pick. Well, it's going to have to be for future picks, which is fine. As long as we get his money off the Niners roster and we can utilize that money for Deebo and Nick. He will be traded maybe to the Texans, maybe to the Panthers for future picks. But worst case scenario, if he doesn't get traded, I guarantee you, once he's able to pass his physical and he doesn't cost us $7 million to cut him right now, because if the Niners cut him right now, it's $7 million they have to pay him because he's not able to pass his physical. But once he clears his physical and they choose to cut him, the Niners are no longer obligated to pay him those $7 million. This is why he's still on the roster. But I truly don't expect Jimmy G to be here for the 2022 season. I don't. You don't want to have Trey Lance looking over his shoulder. If I screw up one time, are they going to bring Jimmy G? I understand that Jimmy G is the best backup out there, but not at $25 million. Maybe they cut him and then nobody picks him up, which I doubt it. And the Niners bring him back for cheaper money. We'll see. Have to wait and see. But I don't expect Jimmy to be part of this organization come week 1 of this season. What's the holdup on Tart? Is it money? I think Tart wants to be on the Niners more than the Niners want to bring him back. I think the Niners wanted to see what they were going to do in the draft. But obviously, they had something in their works because you had 2 safeties available. You had Nick and then you had Joseph available to be taken as safeties. And the Niners chose to go with the running back. That means that for the Niners, safety is not a concern. So they may have Tart just waiting to sign him. They may already have an agreement with Tart. Or they truly believe that Hufanga could really step up and play safety. Donald, how you doing, Donald? Bernal, how you doing, man? Good to see you. It's been a minute. How you doing? Glad to see you once again. Welcome to the podcast. Kittle is going to have a monster year. Tight end, our young quarterback best friend. Yeah, I'm telling you, with keeping defenses honest, with having a deep threat with Trey Lance and Gray, they're no longer going to stack the box. That's going to open it up for Kittle. Kittle always had to step in and block. Why? Because the defenses were not afraid of the deep ball. So they're always bringing pressure. But now with the threat of the deep ball, because now we have Trey Lance, they can throw deep, and we have Danny Gray, they can run and go deep fast. That'll keep defenses honest. And that's going to open up so much for Kittle and Debo in the slot. You think Debo was able to get yards after the catch with 8 in the box? Imagine what he's going to do when the box is not stacked. Because now they're afraid that if they stack the box, they can get burned. Literally by Danny Gray. So this offense is going to completely look different under Trey Lance than it ever did under Jimmy G. And that, my friend, I cannot wait to see. I'm excited for that. Trey Lance and AU connection going to be fire. They've been working together in the offseason. Yeah, that chemistry is going to continue to develop amongst those two. The fact that we kept Debo and then we added Danny Gray and Price to this offense, it's going to be fun to watch, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be fun. Listen, I'm going to have a great guest tomorrow. I'm going live tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Many of you know my guest, Jay in the Bay. He has his own channel. Check it out. Jay in the Bay. He works hard. He is committed to his channel. He loves the 49ers. And he will be my guest tomorrow, God willing, at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So stay tuned. If you're watching me on YouTube, make sure your notification bell is on. If you're watching me on Facebook, make sure that your notifications are on as well. So then when I go live tomorrow with my guest, Jay in the Bay, you will be able to join us as we talk 49er football. I am excited about this year's team. I am. I cannot wait to see what Kyle Shanahan does. Now, before I close and before I say goodbye for today, I just want to remind everyone that A.J. Brown contract wasn't that big as we thought it was with the Eagles. I think that Parag Marte and John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, they will work something out with Debo. Debo will be extended, and he will be part of this organization a long time. I know some of you are upset for what took place. A lot of you are upset that he did what he did. And I know a lot of you guys are not happy with Debo. But at the end of the day, Debo is one hell of a player. There's no denying how valuable Debo is to this offense or any offense. So I'm going to let bygones be bygones. Debo is young. He used the internet for his advantage. So be it. He erased the Niners. He stopped following the Niners and whatever. At the end of the day, if he's a Niner and he gets extended, which he will, Let bygones be bygones, in my opinion. Let's move forward with Debo on this roster come 2022. And I expect this to happen somewhere within the vicinity of August, late July, early August, as the tradition in history showed that the Niners normally sign their top players or extend in August or late July. They did it with Kittle. They did it with Fred Warner. And I expect no difference with Deebo Samuel. Now, the Trent Williams was completely different. That was completely different than Kittle and Fred Warner. So I expect Deebo Samuel to be extended somewhere in late July, early August, and by that time, Jimmy G money will be off the record, off the books. He'll either be traded for future draft picks or he'll be cut. But again, I don't expect Jimmy to be on this roster. The money that is owed to him can definitely be used for the extension of Deebo. It makes no sense to keep him here as a backup. The Niners and Lambs are going to get cooked. Go Niners. Lambs are going to get cooked. Sorry for misreading that, David. Absolutely. I mean, the Rams didn't. This is the thing. The Rams did not get better. I'm sorry. They added a good linebacker, a great linebacker, and Bobby. Man, today's names with me are not happening. Bobby Wagner. It's a great addition to a weak linebacking core that the Rams had. I'll give him that. I will give him that. They added a good linebacker. But they lost a top pass rusher in Von Miller. They lost a corner. And offensively, they lost their starting left tackle to retirement. They lost their left guard to free agency. So they got to replace two key spots, the blind side of Matthew Stafford. And yet, we added Drake Jackson. And we have Nick Bosa. They got a decent running back. But the Rams lost a lot of players. They, in my opinion, did not get better. They got worse. The Cardinals are the Cardinals. Now, we have lost to the Cardinals, but I'm telling you, with Trey Lance, this team is going to be different. And Seattle, they don't have Russell Wilson anymore. They got Drew Luck. Good luck on trying to beat us. This division will belong to the 49ers at the end of the season if Trey Lance plays the way that I think he will. Johnny, what's up, Johnny? JBXY 4 and 9 is in the house. My brother Johnny, how you doing, sir? Welcome to the stream. We got my boy Tony Smith in the house. How you doing, Tony Smith? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. I agree with you, David. Gray will help Kittle and you. Absolutely. Go Niners, and I want the Lambs week 1 at the home. Now listen. The Niners have opened up the last 2 seasons away. Right? Would this be the year that the Niners finally open up the season at home at Levi's? And when and if they open up at home, who should the Niners open up with? Roberto says the Lambs. Who would you guys like to see the 49ers open up week 1 at home? The Chiefs? The Chargers? Who else are we playing? It's one of the things, the only team that I can think of right off the bat. I'm excited about that Mexico game at Arizona. Lots of Niner fans there. Yeah, we're going to be representing definitely Mexico. I love the whole video with George Kittle holding the Mexican flag. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I would like to face, the Bucks is another team that we're playing at home. Why not face the Bucks week 1? And let's see who has the better defense. Tom Brady, the old man, versus the young, upcoming star and Trey Lance. That'll be a good matchup, Christian. I would love to see that matchup week 1. I'm not going to lie. Bucks and Niners week 1. That'll be exciting. Freddie, what's up, Freddie? Welcome to the channel, Freddie. Good to see you. Gerardo, welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. He says Seattle. He would love to see Seattle. Now, who was the thorn on our side? Was it Russell Wilson or was it Pete Carroll? Who was the thorn on the Niners side? Pete Carroll or Russell Wilson? We're going to find out this year. Let's see what old man Pete Carroll can do with Drew Luck against our stout defense. Johnny sees week 1 versus Seattle. He wants to see the Seattle game as well. That is interesting that a lot of you want to see Seattle. I love it. Freddie says the thorn on our side was Pete Carroll over Russell Wilson. All right. I like that. All right. All right. Niners defense versus Grandpa Brady. I love it, right? I love it. Our front four, they're going to eat. They're going to eat. Week 1, the Raiders, so we can shut up that fan base. I hate that team. But the fact, if we play the Raiders, though, week 1, that means we're playing away. Another away game. I hear what you're saying. Personally, I would love to open up the season at home against the Bucks. And maybe week 2, we go to Vegas and play the Raiders. But I hear you. I hear you. Beat those traitors. I would love to see the Niners play the Seahawks week 1 at home. Wow. I'm telling you guys, the Seahawks, that much hate for the Seahawks, huh? All right, that's interesting. That's interesting. All those years of losing to the Seahawks, it's going to feel nice if the tide can turn and we dominate them for years to come. Now, if we beat the Seahawks, we beat the Seahawks. But remember, we can't boast on the wins because we are playing the Seahawks without Russell Wilson. Now, a win's a win, and I'll take it. But I'm not going to be like, yeah, we kicked the crap out of the... we're playing against Drew Luck. We're not playing against Russell Wilson. So, for me, it is what it is. Want to get the early dub on Seattle against the Bucks would be good too. I believe it may have been Russell Wilson because ever since he became their starter, we've had a hard time getting a W versus them. So true. So true. What about the Saints in week 1? Do we play the Saints at home? Or we do play the Saints at home, I think, huh? That would be interesting. I don't know if the Saints are going to be as bad as people think they are. They still have a great defense. I don't know. I don't know if Crab Legs can really take the Saints a long way or not, especially coming off this injury. That'll be interesting. Week 1, CB. I don't know what that means. I want to go to the Raiders game. Do you still need to be vaccinated to go? I don't think so. I honestly don't. Don't hold me to that, Roberto. But I honestly don't think you need to be vaccinated any longer. I think the whole COVID has died down quite a bit. I don't think you need to be vaccinated to go to games, in my opinion. But I will definitely look into it to be sure, because I'm not 100%. But I think you should be able to go to games this year without being vaccinated, in my opinion. My personal opinion would like to play away. Wow, okay. So let me ask you, Freddie. That's an interesting point. Why would you like to play away instead of a home? Please let me know in the comments. I will be interested to know why you would like to play week 1 away opposed to playing at home for the opener. Now you have me very curious. Great hook there, Freddie. Let me know why, brother. But also don't forget, with Alex Smith under Harbaugh, we were 3-0 versus Seattle. Yeah. Yep. Yes, we were. And Alex Smith played very well in Seattle. But if I'm not mistaken, when we were 3-0, that was without Russell Wilson. I don't think Russell Wilson was their quarterback during that time either, Johnny. Correct me if I'm wrong. Corey Davis says, week 1, bring on the Seahawks. Tony Smith says, God loves you, bro. Possibly going to get a new job starting Monday. And keep me in your prayers. Tony, I always keep you in my prayer. I keep all you guys, my viewers, in my prayers daily. I pray that God will open those doors for you on Monday and for the job. If it's meant to be, it will be your job. Please keep me posted. Once you get the job on Monday, let us know so that we can celebrate on my show for your new job, brother. Scotty. What's up, Scotty? How you doing today? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Always a pleasure seeing you. With Jimmy G at quarterback, we didn't play well at home. Maybe Trey Lance changes that. Trey Lance is going to change a lot, David. Trey Lance is going to change so much how this offense is ran under Kyle. Now, what we see in September is going to be completely what we see in December with Trey. I expect Trey to develop, learn, and get better game after game. Make sure, Beto, soon I'll check out the tickets prices when they are on sale. I'll look into it as well, and I will let you know on my next podcast, brother. David says to Tony Smith, I will pray for you. You got this. And this is what I love about my viewers. You guys, we are family here, and I love how we have each other's back. I love it. Um, Scott says Lance will go off. Give him a little time. Exactly. And this is why I say, Scotty, things are going to look so much different from September to December. I expect Trey to be more polished in December and start playing better than he's done in September. But I'm excited to see what this kid can bring to the table. Dina Harvey says positive thoughts and prayers for you, Tony. Thank you, Dina, and thank you, David. You guys are amazing. With Alex Smith, we beat Russell Wilson once. It was that Thursday night game when Harbaugh declined Seattle's fourth down penalty and sealed the game. Okay, right on, brother. I can't remember what happened yesterday, bro. So I would have to look at that game, but I'll take you for your word for it. Niners play Arizona Cardinals November 21st in New Mexico City. Yes, they do. Represent Mexico. Mexico. I love it. Alex. What's up, Alex? Welcome to the stream, brother. If this is your first time, welcome. If this is not your first time, then welcome back. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already and hit that notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time I go live. Welcome. We got to keep Jimmy. If Trey doesn't win or get hurt, this team to go to not have a plan B. Well, this is the thing, Alex. I can't see the Niners keeping Jimmy at $25 million as a backup. Name me a backup in the NFL right now making 25. How is your backup going to make more money than your starter? Imagine that. Your backup that's sitting on the bench holding the clipboard makes more money than your starter. I don't see that happening. I understand that, the whole keep Jimmy better than Stutfield. I mean, who really wants to depend on Stutfield if Trey goes down, right? But I oppose that if we do get rid of Jimmy, maybe we bring in a veteran quarterback. We have to wait and see I have to look at who's available at quarterback out there. Maybe Patrick is, what is his name? Patrick something. I can't think of his name. Old quarterback, but a decent backup. Tony Smith, you got this, bro. Don't give up on the job. God bless. Thank you, Roberto. Appreciate that. We need to do a meet and greet in the future, brother. Where are you located, Louis? What area are you located? You might have told me, but again, at my age, I probably forgot what I did a half hour ago, and you know that I was doing the show half hour ago. So help me out. Help this old man out. Freddie says, I don't believe on home field advantage. It looks like players put more effort and shut down the crowd like when we went to Dallas and in the playoffs. It was amazing. A lot of fans travel. Yeah, and you love it. One thing about the Niner fan base, we definitely travel very well. The Niners are represented by the red and gold anywhere the Niners play. That's one thing I love about our fan base. I don't like the part where they're all dramas. The Debo's signing. Debo's not signing. Debo's going to be traded. Debo's not being traded. All that can go away. But I do love that the 49er fan base travels very well. I do love that. Brock's not a bad backup. No, he isn't. No, he's not. We'll have to see what he develops into. But if anything, this kid is going to be used in practice, especially when we face mobile quarterbacks like Kyler Murray and other quarterbacks that are mobile. Patrick Mahomes, when we play them. So, Russell Wilson, when we play the Broncos, although we are familiar with Russell, we're going to be able to use Brock as that scout quarterback. They can help us in practice leading to the game against those mobile quarterbacks. And then if he shows enough progress and if he shows enough skill set, maybe he can. I know he's going to be the third quarterback on the roster, but I think the Niners are only going to suit up 2 quarterbacks. So it'll be Trey Lance and Stufffield. And most likely Brock will be on the practice squad. But we'll have to wait and see. Lucky, what's up, Lucky? Welcome to the stream, brother. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Good to see you. We need to meet and greet Beto someday. I would like to get your autograph. Whose? Mine? Oh my goodness, you're making me blush. If my wife can read this comment, she'd be like, what? Let me read this again because I think I read it wrong. We need to meet and greet Beto someday. I would like to get your autograph and pick with you and have some dinner with all the great favorite. Wow, that would be an honor, Roberto. I don't know so much about the autograph. I am just a humble person that doesn't even, let's be honest, I don't even have the best podcast. There are way better content creators out there than me. But the fact that you want to take a picture with me puts a smile on my face, and it would be a true honor to have dinner with you sometime in the future. Absolutely. Thank you for making my day, though, with that autograph. I got to show this portion to my wife. She'll get a kick out of it. I do remember, though, one time I was at Costco, and I was waiting. I was upgrading. I was either upgrading or updating my Costco card, and I had a jersey, and I have a couple of jerseys, but I had a jersey that says Niners Sickness in the back, and this guy came up to me, and goes, Niners Sickness! Oh my God! And he tells his wife, oh my God, look who it is. It's Niners Sickness. It's Niners Sickness. Can we take a picture? So we took a picture together, right? He was like, I can't believe I met Niners Sickness. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God, I don't know what to say, right? I'm like, I don't know. I was speechless. I was truly speechless. And then so the guy's like, so we talked a little bit, a few seconds, I was in line. And he's like, I cannot believe I met you, brother. Have a good day. And so he went on with his wife, right? And then it was my turn to go up to the desk. And I remember that the guy at the desk goes, are you a football player? Are you a football player? Because I'm tall. And I go, no. At least not in pro. He goes, because that guy, I go, no, I have a podcast. I do a podcast on the 49ers, and he's one of my viewers. He goes, wow. He goes, you must have a big podcast. I'm not really. But anyway, it was the first time that I had someone come up to me like that and look at me like a celebrity. I don't know how to act, man. I was like, wow, okay. So now, you say you want to get my autograph. Yeah, you can see the smile on my face. And I don't smile very often, man. So thank you for that, Roberto. Thanks for your support and prayers. Absolutely, brother. We all love each other here, and we are definitely all family in this podcast. Beto, I want to ask you, what do you think about Ryan Tannehill saying he doesn't have to mentor Malik Willis, and he seems to already having a fit while Jimmy G was a professional all last season? Well, Ryan Tannehill is not acting unprofessionally, in my opinion. In my opinion, he's not acting unprofessionally. He's just really being honest. He is sore because they traded his best receiver. I mean, think about it. If you're Ryan Tannehill, they trade your best receiver to the Eagles and AJ Brown. And then to top it off, they draft possibly your replacement in Malik, right? So, Willis, so why would Tannehill want to mentor him? Now, not every quarterback can be like Jimmy G. Jimmy G might not be the best quarterback for the 49ers. He definitely can't throw the ball deep. He can definitely throw interceptions. But one thing we can never say negatively about Jimmy G, the guy is a class act. Jimmy G is a class act, humble kid. He was the first one to text Trey Lance and welcome him to the team last year. Trey Lance has said it himself that Jimmy has been supportive of him. And Jimmy knew you don't draft, first and foremost, you don't move from 12 to 3, and you don't draft a quarterback at 3 if he's not going to play and be your future quarterback. So Jimmy G saw the writing on the wall when Trey was drafted, and yet he chose to make a bad situation decent. And this is why a lot of players, they love Jimmy and they support Jimmy because of his character. Now, on the field, he sucks. Off the field, great human being. Now, he doesn't really suck that much on the field. I mean, we won more games with Jimmy than without him. But we definitely didn't win James. We definitely did not win games because of Jimmy. We won games with Jimmy, but not because of Jimmy. Now we need to win games because of Trey Lance. Maybe I'm crazy, but I would like to see the Niners in the Cardinals week 1 to get out of the way. Well, if we play the Cardinals in November 21st in Mexico, and that's an away game, which is a home game for the Cardinals, then I can see opening it up week 1 at home at Levi's with the Cardinals. That'll be interesting. Mullins is a good backup. He can win. Oh, my God. I cannot believe you mentioned Mullins. Listen, I'm sorry, Alex. This is where me and you are going to completely disagree with one another. Nick Mullins is trash. I'm sorry. I'm talking about his football skills. I am not talking about him as a human being. I don't know him. But as a quarterback, the guy's trash, man. Whenever pressure is in his face, he is legitimately the whole idea of a deer in the headlights. You ever see him when Aaron Donald and company in his face, he's sitting there like a deer in the headlights. I don't know about everyone else, but in my personal opinion, not that you're asking, Alex, but I'm freely giving. Nick Mullins is trash. His football playing is trash. To me, he's not a good backup. And I'm glad that the Raiders signed him, because trash belongs with trash. So he'll fit perfectly with the Raiders. We play better when we don't play at home. Well, that was with Jimmy. Let's keep it 100. That's with Jimmy. I expect that completely to change with Trey Lance, in my opinion. What up, Niner Sickness? You think the Mexico game is going to be a home game or away game? That is an interesting question. I don't know. We'll find out May 12th. I'm hoping it's an away game because I would love to have 8 games at home in Levi. You got to remember, if this becomes a home game in Mexico, there's only going to be 7 games at Levi. So, from that perspective, I hope it's an away game. Just the fact that we can play 8 games at home. Now, when you play in Mexico or when you play in any country, like when people, I think the Bucks and the Seahawks are playing in Germany, there's really no home game, right? Or away game. But from the perspective of having 8 home games compared to 7, I'd rather have it to be an away game. Hopefully Drake is as good as Bosa. I don't know if he'll be good as Bosa, but if we can get the best of himself, he'll be a great addition to Bosa, Scotty. I think Drake Jackson can be a phenomenal all third down defensive end. He's going to definitely learn under a great person like Nick Bosa and Eric Armstead and even Javon Kinlaw. And then it doesn't hurt to have a defensive line coach like Chris Kaserik. Right? I think Chris Kaserik can definitely bring out the best out of Jackson. And he's raw. He's only 21 years old. Wow. If he turns out to be the pass rusher that I hope he can be, this defense is going to be scary. And then if Javon Kinlaw, now that he had surgery and he don't have this lingering issue with his knee, if he can be that player that I think he will be, OMG. You got Bosa. You got Javon Kinlaw. You got Eric Armstead. And now you have Drake Jackson. Ooh-wee. We're going to bring havoc against opposing quarterbacks. Opposing quarterbacks are going to have nightmares prior to playing the 49ers defense. They're going to hear footsteps. And it's going to be fun to watch for sure. Kitty says, I think your podcast got the most original layout, though. Thank you. Thank you. I try to make it as nice as possible. Again, I don't really bring up updates or, like keep you guys informed with everything that's happening like immediately. My whole thing on my podcast is I love to just make it like a fan, like think of it that we're hanging out at the Starbucks and we're all hanging out. We're all just talking 49er football, or we're hanging out in the lounge and we're just kicking back. Some of you guys drinking some beer, some soda, coffee, whatever it is, and just chilling, talking 49er football. That's the atmosphere that I like to bring within my channel. But thank you for the love. It takes me a lot to make my overlays, to make my graphics, to make my intros. So the fact that you guys like it, it's an encouraging booster for me. So I appreciate that 100%. Thank you, guys. I would love to take a picture with you. Oh, Corey. Corey, I have nothing but love for you, man. I love all you guys. But Corey, you are a special breed, man. You are just a teddy bear. Man, your heart is so big. You're a wonderful human being, brother. It'll be an honor to take a picture with you, Corey. Tony Smith says, I like home games because all of the faithful are there cheering the Niners on, or even in high school when you played at home. Yeah, the energy that you receive from your fan base is electrifying. The players are already athletes, okay? The players are good within their own perspective, but when the home crowd is cheering, let's go Niners, let's go Bosa, let's go, and you're hearing your name chanted, it does something within you. You're already a pro. You're an athlete already. You have your skill sets. So the fan base is not going to change that. But what the fan base does do, it brings that energy and it pumps you up, right? It's like playing that song for the movie Rocky. When you play that song, Eye of the Tiger, you start feeling the song, right? You feel the song and you're all pumped up, and the next thing you know, you're punching in the air. When the 49er fan base starts chanting, Bosa, Bosa, Armstead, Warner, Debo, it does something to the players. And the players want to play that much harder because of that excitement of the fan base. And that, my friend, is the faithful at their best. Trey Lance is going to help Kyle Shanahan's playbook so much. Absolutely. Don't tell Dick Tracy. Jimmy sucks. He is ultimate Jimmy lover. I haven't heard from Dick. I hope Dick's okay. I hope Dick is okay. All right, guys, I'm going to shut it down. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. Roberto says, Beto, you are a movie star. You are humble and nice person, bro. It would be an honor. My goodness, you're man, bro. I appreciate the kind words. I really do. I try my best, man. I try to be positive in a negative world. I am not perfect. Never will be perfect. But I try to be as positive as much as I can because this world just needs positive thoughts. And much love and respect, Roberto. It makes me feel proud to be part of a great fan base. Your podcast rocks. Oh, man. You are awesome, brother. Thank you. Thank you so much. The backup quarterback never makes more than the starter. Yeah, it shouldn't. They definitely shouldn't. What's the situation with Debo? Calvin Turner. Calvin Turner. Is that a receiver that we signed? We brought in. Debo's looking good so far. He hasn't got traded. He's still with us. And I believe he will be extended in August or July. Kitty, go and drink your milk. I don't know what the reference for it was, but does your mug say Niners life on it? It said for life. I forgot what I put on this side, but I was messing around. As you can see, it washed off. I was messing around with. I had this machine. I don't have it anymore, but you're able to print labels. And I was messing around with it, and I was doing some things on my cups, and I forgot what it was for, but it was something positive. But the O came off. But I still love the mug. The mug. All right, I'm just gonna go through these really quick. 49er Jeff, what's up, brother? How you doing, sir? Welcome to the stream. Home games are dope, but I like being a road warrior, especially when we win big. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, you guys are amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Ten, nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two, one, zero.